Good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Dharma's 3 minutes of fidgeting because I was not ready. So just wait a second. I'm opening the chat. No one knows we're here. I changed the title. Today I got a wild hair and decided that it was time to change the title. From tarot story, oh there it is. From tarot stories to Dharma stories because that's what they are. This is Dharma playing. Oh, there it is. This is Dharma playing Build a Story. And it may or may not resonate for you. That's all I got. That's all I know. So, 4, 5, 6, 7 different stories. Some of them might resonate, some of them might not. Otherwise, welcome anyways. We're glad to have you here. Maybe take some insight. I'm a little bit peeved that there is a YouTube bot named Dharma Wisdom who just popped up out of nowhere. It's not even a person. Well, it is. It's somebody's controlling it. Come up in here in like 3 months you get 118,000 subscribers because they're having a computer do the work. That's bullshit. Get your own name. Take your own spiritual concept and make it your own, not mine. Damn it. And then they do the thing that I can't stand that I make fun of all the time, where the scammers, you know you're getting scammed because they're always like, I want to tell you your future, dear. Come here, dear, and give me your WhatsApp, dear. Said hi. Good morning to all of you. Anyway, butt hurt. That's what's happening. I'm going to do a moons. The moon has moved into Aries. It did that yesterday, but I was hoping that some of that energy would fucking play out. What's up, honey bunny? I used to know a guy that called me Honeysuckle. Said my hair looked like a fucking honeysuckle. Honeysuckle, it was sweet. Black Rifle Coffee, is that a brand? Is that your brand? Put it on the nest. Tell folks you're a raven and you have shit to offer. We like to do that. If you have your own business and you're a raven, meaning, well, I'm from the South. We used to eat honeysuckle. If you're on the Raven's Nest, which is on Facebook, the link for that is in the box below. We like to share our businesses with each other. So, like, we've got people who do candles, we've got other people who read cards, we've got, is that just a Black Rifle Coffee? Give it a shot. Literally. You see what I did there? Yeah. There's your commercial. So, I've got Otis Redding in my head this morning. Okay. I woke up a little pissed because my Libra balance is being challenged, and we all know Black Rifle Coffee gives their proceeds to veterans. Are you kidding me? Can someone give me, who the fuck is this person? Of course I am. It's legal in my state, and this is called Wake and Bake. Get the fuck out of here. Does somebody have a link for Black Rifle Coffee? I'm just being real. Yeah. Give me the link. I'll go talk to them and I'll see if I can get us and the troll bus is here. I forget that when I do these things live, it's so much more peaceful over on members because we can actually have a real conversation like grown-ass adults, and we like philosophize and like things make sense, and we really start to kind of, you know, make sense of all that Dharma wisdom, okay? But then, you know, I go live on the regular YouTube and the troll bus stops by like, oh my God, look at me. Yeah, post them. Can you? I've never heard of that before, but Both my parents were military, and those guys are good guys, so all of them collectively, females included, they know. The female soldiers know, they're guys. Those guys. Alright. I have no news other than starting on Friday, I am on break for a month or so, so we'll be doing all of these lots of times. You're a vet, honey bunny. Thank you so much for that. What's up, Angel? Welcome back. I seem happy today. I woke up pissed because my Libra is being challenged. I'm typically a happy person. I have a stellium in Libra, and then I have 7 other placements, if you count rising as a placement, in Sag. I'm typically a happy wild stallion. That's kind of how I roll. And I'm always chirpy in the morning. That's why members is fun. Join members. But my Libra is being challenged because it just is. There is because if you watched the moons yesterday, we went off about this. The chat. Okay. Probably same as yours. No sick warrior. I was asking myself that this morning. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. What are we talking? Oh, I'm a culture vulture. I'm gonna have to turn off the chat or I'm not gonna be able to do this. Where the fuck are all my mods? Oh, we went off yesterday on the moons about there was 2 people in a pseudo, hypothetical, imagine if relationship with Dharma stories, right? One person is a stone cold fucking brick wall, and the other one is a koala bear. And they're like, poke, 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 poke. You love me? You love me? You still love me? You love me? And the other one is like, yes. My roots are not English. My roots are Dane. And the intention here is to educate those about Dharma and Karma, seeing as how I spent 4 years studying the Yoga Sutras and the Ayurvedic medicines and the shamanism and the neo-shamanism and all of that. 4 years just on the yoga part. I think this one named himself Challenger because he likes to do the, let's see, how do I deal with you? None of my mods are here this morning. Thank you, honey bunny. None of my mods are awake. I used to go and tell everybody on the nest that I was going live first, and then they would know. Yeah, they are getting in the way. I have to get started. I'm sorry. Most people know to fast forward through the first 15 minutes of fuck shit. Because that's what it is. Alright. Alright. Thank you, Miss Morgan. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the dynamic in a relationship where one person is an absolute nope and one person is an absolute yes. And then, but both wanting to have the flame. How do you handle that? One needs to come down and one needs to come off. So that it's... Yeah, D's nuts. That's what I was saying. His name's probably Challenger because he likes to come in here and fucking challenge people. And then he's like one of those day wave guys. We're like, oh my god, I did the bothering. Look at me. Look at how good I did the bothering. Well, yay for you. Okay, here's your gold star. Everyone recognizes that you bother folks. Now please go on with your day. Alright, let's take a little second intermission because, like I said, my whole day is off. Alright, I woke up with alarms, which is strange, and I forgot that I left my dog outside. Ziplocs! No, we got mods all over. Yeah. Do you want to be a mod, Angel? Nobody from America is actually only from America, so that doesn't really count. Everybody who lives in America is technically from somewhere else. Okay, while we're waiting, go listen to Ziploc song. The link for that is in the box below. It's for the Ravens, and I have to go let Bodie inside because he's mad at me because I forgot him. So stand by for 1 second. I forgot my dog. First. There. Okay. Oh, he just went all the way around. Okay. Are we ready to get started? Good morning. It is a beautiful day. It's a great day to save lives. What's up, Christy? Oh, good. A lot of our members are coming in. Does somebody want to go put on the nest that we are live? That way actual ravens will come into the house. It was easier when I went live at the same time and everybody just knew, right? Well, now that we're on break, we'll be able to go live. I like to go live in the morning because that's when I'm most chatty. By the end of the day, I don't like to talk at all, to anyone, for any reason. People try to be chatty with me and I'm like, that's nice. Yep, but just because I talk a lot for my job. It's a beautiful day to have a day. What a wonderful way to say that. All right, let's get started. I was playing with cartomancy yesterday. Where'd they go? Where did they go? All right, let's get out the fairies. Feeling a little precocious. I love that too. Anybody said she loves that. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I agree. I've seen a lot of things that I agreed with this morning. Somebody said that there was this one younger girl and she was going off about how women over 40 shouldn't wear pigtails or do the side bun or like try to be cute, I guess, or whatever. This other like older lady came on there and she was like, listen sis, and she had like blue hair and like part of her hair was shaved. And she's like, I can't fault you for being young and not knowing any better, but I'm going to explain something to you that you don't know and won't understand until you get older. Once you reach a certain age, you stop giving a fuck. And then you start doing things because you realize that, oh, you can. Like we said yesterday, did you ask anyone if you could do that? Well, yes, I asked myself. And we no longer give a fuck. Exactly. And so when you see these, quote, older women out living their best lives, it's because they woke up and realized that they could. They literally could. People are like, oh, I I too could do whatever the fuck I want. I mean, this is not the purge, folks. Okay, you're supposed to be a good person and do whatever you want in those bounds. Know what I'm saying? Thank you, Jillian. It says, let's celebrate their 10th super on a live stream. Have you done 10 super chats for me? Thank you so much. Well, happy birthday to you. Yeah, we were going to do a birthday calendar for all the Ravens because we love spreading around the birthday cheer. Alright, so, wow, the Soul Shrinker is out? Really? Why is the Soul Shrinker the only card that is flipped up right? Yeah, he's in. Now he's mad because I have a car for sale. So there's people who are slowing down and driving past my house and it drives him nuts. Bodhi was supposed to be a search and rescue dog. When I was heavy into firefighting, I got him so that he could be a search and rescue dog. He turned out to be just a dog, okay? He's fucking scared of everything. Everything. He's scared of his own shadow. When we go outside, he sits down and waits for me to put his chain on because he would just feel much more safe if he was locked up. So, it's not. Well, I tried to get him to smell. He's a coonhound / lab. I tried to get him to like search for something and he was like, I don't want to do that. Have you seen Funny Farm with Chevy Chase? It's an old movie. He's Yellow Dog. He is a docile piece of shit. Like he lays all day. All day. He's a black dog. Totally worth it. He's Bodhi and I'm Dharma and we sit under the Bodhi tree. You get it? You get it? You get it? Alright. Here we go. So, you have a grumpus. A big grumpus. This card is like Clint Eastwood, get off of my yard. Get out of my lawn. The shadow of the past and the bright spark. I feel like this bright spark card is pointing at something that's important. So this person, you might know someone that has honey-colored eyes, like their eyes look like honey. You've known them forever. They are a shadow of your past. They don't come into full color. They stay in black and white because they are not part of your present anymore. And they probably are a fucking asshole. There's a reason why they're the shadow of your past. But here they are, extra emotional. It feels like this person just shows up in your life and they expect for you to jump when they say jump. You know what I'm saying? They have this like, I'm eternally mad at you, I'm grumpy, whatever, with my broken back and all of my things. I saw the Soul Shrinker. Remember when I started shuffling? I'm like, why is the Soul Shrinker up? If you guys are new to the channel, the Soul Shrinker is a whole ball of jerks. They say shit. That's what the soul shrinker does. They say stuff that makes you feel bad. This guy is Clint Eastwood saying, get off of my lawn. He's mean. They're in a bad mood, but these characters, both the soul shrinker and this guy, they're old. This person is probably older than like 45. They are old, they're broken. They've made a series of, they're that book with a fucking series of unfortunate events, except I would retitle it a series of bad decisions. Has led them to their current state of I hate everyone, get off of my yard, get out of my lawn. Everybody's like, that sounds like my husband. I know. Well, yeah, a series of unfortunate events, but here they are, and it feels like they kind of just is with Luathas, the wild coming out. That's wildfire. It just whoosh. You can't really control wildfire. It feels like they try and kick through the door like, honey, I'm home. And you're like, I thought we discussed getting off of my fucking lawn. Did we not? I'm confused. All right, let's see. What? All right, so show me it's the gate. They come through the gate. I feel like this person has a problem closing doors. That could be a spiritual thing that I just said. But what I saw was someone who, did you see that huge orb? That was crazy. What I saw was someone who won't fucking close cabinet doors. That drives me insane. Insane to the membrane. Why not? It's just, if you get something out, just me? Nobody? Anybody? Did I tell you about the time I lost my shit? Because for the 1200th day in a row, I had to get up and put away the mustard. Because somebody in the house had to get up and have a midnight snack of mustard. Close the door. Okay, you're gonna open the door, close the door. So that could be, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like that they could be one of those people who refuse to close cabinet doors, which drives me nuts. Or they could be someone who keeps trying to do a revolving door from the past because they won't close it. 3 of Cups. I'm guessing it's probably the latter. Shut up, Bodhi! I'm fucking working here. Come. God, the only time ever he's been active in his whole life, he wants to do it now. Bo, come. Come on. Yeah, walk of shame. As slow as possible. Lay the fuck down. Thank you. Okay, get with that. So this person's like, can I please make a choice? 222. And then they stand there. Really? And then they stand there with their sword. If that dog goes in there and barks again, we're gonna, I know, yeah, he left. The Empress and the King of Cups. This person is like, I'm single. Maybe you think that they're not single, which I don't necessarily know what that has to do with anything, because I just saw, when I cracked the deck twice, 4 of Wands and 7 of Swords. Are you sure about that? It feels like this person thinks that you won't make the decision that they want because you think that they're not single. Well, that's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. It feels more like, how about we say, get the fuck off my lawn because you act like that? Did you ever think that maybe you're the problem? I just spit everywhere. Did you ever consider that maybe you're the fucking problem? And they're like, no, you won't let me do XYZ because you think other people like me, or you think I'm not single, or they're like crying with the wah. But I think that this Empress is like, this feels very similar, because with the Empress coming out, the mother, and this shadow of your past, this feels like baby daddy, baby mama drama all day. And this person shows up after months, like, you won't let me see the kids because you think I'm not single. And she's like, motherfucker, you just remembered this morning that you missed them. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And they're like, that's not how it is. But it is how that is. It just kind of feels like this is a person who doesn't want to take any kind of accountability for anything that they've done ever. And now they're coming at you like, maybe they just have the wrong idea. I don't think she can. I think this Empress has made it clear this person is a shadow of their past. Train roll on. Tuesday's gone with the wind. They want a new beginning, and they want you to choose, and they want you to choose right now. This man. What the fuck do they want? Don't go in there, please. Not right now. Not right now. I'm live. But they're acting all like this. It's apathetic, but they're still being a grumpus. I think that that's the problem. I don't think that the problem here is whatever choice it is that they want the Empress to make. The problem that the Empress has is that this person acts like a little punk ass bitch. No fucking Empress wants to talk to a man who's coming up at her with their face all contorted in a scowl of, you did this and you did that. And just like, motherfucker, it's a beautiful day to have a beautiful date. Why don't you try smiling? Did you ever think about that? Ever once in your, sorry, pathetic series of unfortunate events that you fucking drug my ass through? I'm so uncomfortable now. Wow. Somebody get rid of that guy. That was a lot of words that I don't appreciate all at once. You made me read that. You understand? I can't get that 11 seconds of my life back, Thomas. Tuesday's gone with a wind. I don't think it matters. The point here is that this person has the wrong idea. I believe that this particular person thinks that this Empress is giving gatekeeper energy. When really, it's like, bruh, use a bitch. Why don't you fucking take a mulligan, go and spin the block, and then come and try and say hello? Why don't you start with hello? Why don't you start with, it's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. And then maybe we can have a because it feels like this person comes at you sideways. That's just how they approach you. This is if we're talking about the Empress, and she's literally sitting up on her throne, is the equivalent of some fucking dude walking in like, what's up? We're going to talk about me now. And she's all, hi. Why don't you go back around and come through the door? Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to draw a parallel with somebody who has no respect and no accountability to somebody who's sick of their shit. And so we have the person who's just over it and the person who still wants to be a walking mouth. And and it gives gatekeeper energy. But I don't want to call it gatekeeper energy. I want to call it firm boundaries. I said you can't treat me like that anymore. I said you can't do that to me anymore. I'm not falling for your shit anymore. So take a mulligan. Like, it feels like you probably have to interact. This is why I was saying baby daddy, baby mama drama. You probably have to interact with this person. Except you're so over their bullshit that you're like, all right, why don't you try again? Only because how annoying is it as a grown-ass woman to have to tell a grown-ass man to take a mulligan on their fucking behavior because you don't want to fucking deal with it because they've got you fucked up. That's my point. This is having somebody fucked up. They're like, I'm single. Let me do what I want. And she's all, I don't give a fuck who you're dating. You've got me fucked up. This is about how you treat me. And it's not pretty. And we're not doing that anymore. So you're going to keep meeting this brick wall until you fucking act right. You have to act right when it comes to me because, didn't we talk about that just a minute ago? About how you get to a certain age where you no longer give a fuck? That's where she's at. So I don't give a fuck if you're mad or not. You don't get to treat me like that. Or them, or him, or her, or anyone. People. You don't get to treat people like that. And if you're going to do it in front of me, you're going to hear about it. And they're all mad. My back hurts. Well, that's called karma. Okay? Fucking karma smacked this person down so many times to where now they have to hobble and squabble like they were so high and mighty and so hoity-toity and did so many bad things that karma fucking hit them and hit them and hit them to where now they walk in a wobble. Might even require a walker. That's called karma. And also science. But also karma. Okay, I'm just saying. Do you concede? 5 of coins. No, you do not. Because you're being temperance about it. I said what I said. You got me fucked up. You're welcome to take them all again, but we can do this all day. R-E-S-P-C-T. But I what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T. I'm gonna start running. Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me. All that. All that. Down in a hole and I don't know if I can be saved. This is another time. How many people did that guy resonate for? Because because we did a reading on the Lionsgate on the Aquarian full moon about the bad guy. Captain Bad Guy. That feels like Captain Bad Guy. Did you watch that one? That felt like Captain Bad Guy all day. I just want to punch him in the chest. Cha! So if you can't do that on account of kindness and bliss and all that stupid shit. Okay. Everybody's like, yep. Why? Why? Why are there so many bad guys? Where have all the cowboys gone? Ooh, yay, 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 yay. Healing, the leading, the fixer, opinion. So, I kind of want to talk about the bigger picture. You might know someone that has an animal tattooed like right there. And if they were to like hug their own chest, they'd be like snuggling with their little animal critter. That's a tattoo. You might have a tattoo on their arms too. They could have like long short hair for a dude. Nine kids. You start a team. I tell you what, the more kids you have, the like literally the easier it becomes, because you just start shuffling things. Kids only wear their clothes for like a couple months, and then you just pass it on down to the next one, and it lasts a while. Yippee-yi, yippee-yi. Where have all the cowboys gone? This is your fawn. The fawn sees the bigger picture. Do they now? So if you're new here, the fawn is not described like this in the book, but this is how I describe it, as this fairy plus this fairy living their own separate lives. But when they get together, they make a mega fairy. The youngest the youngest usually doesn't even get clothes put on. They just hang out in a diaper all the time. You can't keep clothes on a kid anyway, especially if it's hot. Listen, well, because we were in the south, and listen, a naked baby is a happy baby. Can't really do that here in the north though, because it's only hot for like 2 weeks out of the whole year. Because they take it off. You put the clothes on, they take it off, and they're like, look at me, I'm in the mud. And me, I'm like, awesome! And my mother's like, oh my goodness, your baby's dirty! I'm like, yeah, I know. And then I go and get in the mud with the baby, like, look at us, we're in the mud. She imploded. It brought me glee. Listen, the fawn is seeing the bigger picture. Which is, because doesn't that look like looking up at a bigger picture at the point, seeing the thing from above, something about healing. Someone's like, I can fix this. This person, when they look at you, light might shine under their eyes. Or if they talk about you, or if they're thinking about you or something like that, light might shine behind their eyes. Because it's like soul speak. Ooh, I like that. She looks pissed. The bright mother in this looks pissed. She's busy and frustrated and overwhelmed, and now this one wants to talk to her, and she's like, yeah, but they're the fawn. She's going to talk to her fawn. It's like the one that you run around on Earth with. You and this person are in some spaceship somewhere in heaven, plugged into a video game right next to each other. And so, no matter what, you're going to talk to this one. Because you know that about them. Said that what's the bigger picture? That they've been stubborn and that they need to spin the wheel. It feels like the bigger picture for this masculine is that they're the masculine. They're supposed to spin the wheel. And if they don't consistently spin the wheel stops turning. Oh. It's a fucking oh. We were this many days old when we realized that you need to have consistency in order for things to work. Oh. There is, I also see the word inevitable. Oh my God, soulmates. Really? Did you see what I did? Can you see this? Oh, you can't see. I just grabbed it. Just picked up half the deck. Soulmate. The swans are, don't swans mate for life? Yes, I cracked the deck open to yes, they do. Well, that's great. You're probably going to have a child with this person. I heard right away. If that's something that you still are into. But it's like somebody is seeing the bigger picture. And then I see all these cards about communication, and it feels like well, with the fixer card coming out, remember how I went off about the first story about someone who does not show accountability at all? They think that it's your fault why they're having all the consequences that they're having. This person went and looked within, looked up, looked deeper, listened, heard. And they're taking a little bit, I mean, everything is 50-50, right? But there's some kind of accountability here about the wheel and why the wheel gets stuck. And why it's almost like this person lets the wheel spin and then they stick a spoke in it. What is that? Stick in the spokes? What, the thing that makes the wheel stop spinning? Said hi, Blanche. Stop looking at me, Swan. I know. It's like they spin it and then they stop it, and then they spin it and they stop it, and it's making this one mad. I woke up feeling exactly like that this morning. Probably because the moon is in Aries, and it makes me want to fight. Probably because Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is the fighting god, and maybe I want to, because it's a great day to whoop somebody's ass, and it's the right time. Sing it, Blanche. I'm just saying. And that's a realization. I think that's a realization that every human being on the fucking planet needs to understand, and I can't believe that grown adults have to talk about it still. Reciprocity begets reciprocity. The fuck? Why is that news? Why is that news? I feel like that's news to this masculine. Because especially if we're looking at the bigger picture, that means that the picture, if this has been around for long enough to where things might need to be fixed. And it doesn't necessarily look like it's broken because she sees them as her fawn. She turns around and will speak to them, but she's not smiling. She's not all, yay, fairy that was kissed by the pixies. Oh my God, it's a boy. It's, yeah. Like, because reciprocity begets reciprocity. This person probably didn't reciprocate or hasn't or doesn't do it. I don't want to say that it's not in a way that she wants, because I can't sit up here as a Libra and a Raven and say that you should demand how other people should act. I don't think any of that. I think that we are all grown adults and we have a set of boundaries, and we've already been through shit-ass relationships. Raise the hands for how many women here have already dealt with a man-child. Already begged for jewelry, already begged for them to stop cheating, already begged for them to stop lying about money, already begged for them to come home, already begged for them to stay, already begged for them to leave, already begged for them to stop, already begged for them to go. Scroll back to the beginning of the video. Ladies, you get to an age where you just run out of fucks. We're not doing that anymore. We already did it, earned our stripes. I love it how 10,000 hearts just flew all across the screen. Exactly, because we all have. And so, but she's not mean to this person because of the swan soulmate nature. She loves them. But it's just like at this point, it's like, yeah, what's up? Did you want to take a spin, a partial spin, a quarter spin on some kind of wheel and then not? And then spin my head around again and then not? And then stop and then go? What are we playing, red light, green light here? What the fuck is going on? She said, I'll stay single if that's what's out there. Well, yeah. Exactly. That's why she's turning around looking like that. Like, but at the same time, you have, this is your fawn. This is your best friend. This is the one that you would pick if you could pick one. But if they don't, but reciprocity begets reciprocity. If this person is not pouring into you, it feels like you are not going to pour into them. And I gotta tell you, when two people get like that, that's exactly how you crumble a relationship. If they're going to be like that, then I'm going to be like that too. I'm going to match energy with energy. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to match energy with love. Isn't that the point, folks? With the Bodhi Dharma tree and all the religions and all of the, oh my God, we're afraid of the afterlife and all that shit. Isn't the point to embrace and embody love, and then you don't have to, then you can fear not? Is that not the entire point of all of the human game? Right? Didn't you watch Frozen? Okay, you can melt it with love. I'm serious. So she's not going to let this relationship crumble by meeting energy with energy. She's meeting energy with, she loves them, period. But at some point, you can love somebody all day long and still be like, yeah, what's up? Come to fuck with me for 5 minutes, then run away? Fun. That's fun. Might know somebody who has been bit by a black widow spider before. I don't know why that's relevant, but it feels like a little bit of that poison is still in there. But that's the bigger picture. They're like, oh. It feels so simple. It feels like if you want this one to play along, you have to be nice to her, or she's going to fucking dismiss you, disregard you, whatever. Not ignore you, not be rude, because we're embodying the love and the light on account of the fucking point. Lame. But she's not going to get all excited. It feels like, I think that guys like get sick of women when they've been in a relationship and the woman stops clapping for them. What, motherfucker, give us something to clap over. We were all cheerleaders. Cheer captain 2 years in a row. We were all cheerleaders. We know exactly how to cheer. Give me something to cheer for. Push them back, shove them back, way back. And by them, I mean all your heifers. I feel like, so they're like, oh, it feels simple and it feels like it makes sense. And it's like, and I feel a little bit irritated that even came out in the energy. That someone's like, oh, I'm fucking really stubborn. Oh, but they can fix it. There could even be an older person who has like crazy, crazy, crazy white hair, and they could be doing something with tiles and listening to this masculine, and they're wise, they're older and wiser, and they're like, you're fucking being ridiculous. The bigger picture is this, and they're explaining it to them. Like, before you run off and leave, maybe listen to the bigger picture. And they're like, and so they reach out, and she's like, yes. Hello again. Fortress. The recognition. This is timeless. They give you the recognition. It feels like I'm going to stop doing that. There goes my nose. I don't know what that is, but it feels like I'm going to stop doing that. Maybe they don't tell you that. Maybe that's something in their head that they're whatever. So now they're just going to text you. It feels like over mindless stupid shit. This could even be someone who like sets an alarm for like every couple hours to like text that raven so that there is the reciprocation. Ace of Wands, the Hierophant. Six of Cups. You might be hanging out with somebody younger than you, a female, when this text comes in. I think the other half of the issue, that the bigger picture that this masculine is seeing or being told or having it explained to them, it could be by like an older, it could be like a father figure. That's what I'm saying. They're having this conversation and it feels like they're like, I don't want to be pushed. And it feels like nobody's trying to push anybody. This is about kindness. This is about reciprocity. It feels like, do you love them? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, so go be nice to her. What the fuck is wrong with you? And they're like, oh. Oh. They might need a little liquid courage to make this happen. And so they're like, 4 of Wands. I mean, 4 of Wands means usually, ding, come over. Kerosene. It's a little aggressive. Fireflies, chemistry. Okay, this says pay close attention. Literally says that. Olive branch. They might dip you. You might get dipped. The anchor. They throw you an anchor. And you're like, it feels like you're getting what you want. It's an olive branch. It feels like I keep saying, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. This person is taking accountability, yeah, but that's such a trigger word. It feels like they're like, oh, I need to step up my game. Oh, it really does feel that simple. But it feels like other people had to tell them, did you realize that you're not doing that? Did you realize that that's why she's fucking grumpy all the time? There we go. Somehow or other I lost the... There you are. The honey bunny there and friends dealt with the troll bus early. We've been on here for a long time. The first 20 minutes is nothing but bullshit. You should just scroll through the first 20 minutes. All right. So they fix it. All right, and then this will be right before we come back. I'll probably be back Friday morning for one of these. I'm going to be back in just a minute for a moon. Are you guys making plans to carpool up here for my birthday? To camp out at the nest? Listen to me. You can glamp. Okay, there are a plethora of poles. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Grab you 10 of them or so. Bring some string. And a big ass tarp. And make you a teepee. And you can build a fire inside of a teepee. That's why they have a smoke vent on them. And it'll be nice and cozy and fluffy in there. It'll take you 5 minutes to put the thing up. Everybody's like, I'm sleeping in my car. Well, fine. You guys sleep in your car. And I will be in the teepee with the fire and the fur. All right, this will be right before we come back. Woo! Because then a hero comes along. Hero, desire. And love. Somebody might do something here that gives you crazy, 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 crazy butterflies. You know what I'm saying? They might do something that it feels like I'm going to give you what you want. And they are viewing you as a hero. They are viewing you, I don't know who you is. Okay, put yourself on whichever side of the scale here. But it feels like they're saying, they or you are saying, I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to fulfill your desire. And this person is like a shapeshifter because you didn't expect for them to do that. And it makes you like, it makes you feel amazing because that, you weren't expecting that. Ding. What's the desire? Wow. Maybe you want something to end. The Phoenix. Beehive. And satisfaction. It feels like somebody wants to elevate your mood. It feels like whoever this is in a good fucking mood when this goes on. In a really, really good mood. And they recognize hard work. They recognize something. So they toss out this olive branch. Like, I'm giving this to you because I recognize you. And you're all, I did not think that you recognized me. I'm like, I see you. I fucking see you. I feel like you're kind of an ass, but I see you. Somebody's giving you something because of your hard work. And it's an olive branch, and it gives you crazy butterflies because now you can see the end game. And it's wild. This olive branch is wildly unexpected. Because never in a fucking million years did you think that this one would do this for you. It doesn't feel like you asked for it. It doesn't feel like this person knows that you want this. This person knows that this could change your life or something like that. And they're like, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you what you want. And you're just... Nine of coins, ace of coins. I don't know how to ever thank you. It feels like I will probably remember this forever or something like that. And you see them as a hero. And you might like sing their praises. And it feels like it turns your frown all the way the fuck upside down. All the way. All right, can we get one card, please, for how we're going to be leaving this time frame? Well, I'm getting ready to do a moons in a minute. I'm going to take like a 10-minute break, and then I'll sign on members to do a moons. Leaving this time frame. Balanced. Completely yin and yang. Oh my God, look. That's crazy. I got 2 balanced cards come out. This one's yin and yang. Literally. And then this one says masculine, feminine. Either you're fully embodying both sides of yourself or your partner is, and then I crack the deck to the Ace of Cups. It feels like, and then everything fell into place. That's exactly how that feels like. All right, that was tons of fun and lots of drama. If you're watching this as a replay, just skip through the first 15 minutes or so. It's just me yelling at trolls. I'm going to take a break for a few minutes, and then I will be back on members to do the moons, which is different than this. Okay? Until next time, have a good one.